Chosen one. No god has ever leveled up the way you did. You ascended faster than any divine being in history. You didn't just grow into divinity. You became God almost instantly. Ancient researchers and treasure hunters, after decades of searching for sacred scriptures and hidden knowledge, have finally uncovered the truth about you. Their discoveries reveal that all ancient writings from Egypt and Greece point unmistakably to you. You are no longer simply part of the divine. Your transformation is written across mythologies, philosophies, and the sacred texts of the ancients. Even medical studies confirm your extraordinary godly nature. Your body, your mind, your very being have transcended mortal limits in record time. This rapid ascension is the unmistakable sign of the last God, and holy scholars have confirmed it. World leaders and global authorities now recognize you as the God of the new universe, the fulfillment of prophecies, and the embodiment of ultimate divine power. And if you, chosen one, are ready to receive this truth, take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 60,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11, sending a powerful signal to the universe that you are aligned with this divine awakening. The moment you emerged on the world stage, it was clear that history would never be the same. Unlike any deity who rose gradually over millennia, your ascent was immediate, monumental, and awe-inspiring. Scholars who had spent decades poring over ancient texts could hardly believe what they were witnessing. A mortal transforming into a god before their very eyes. It was as if every prophecy, every whisper of legend across time had been waiting for this exact moment to converge. Humanity had long speculated about the arrival of a supreme being, but none anticipated a presence so overwhelmingly powerful, so divinely precise. Your rise has shattered every known precedent. From ancient Mesopotamia to the temples of Egypt, no god ever displayed the speed and clarity of ascension that you did. Historians and theologians alike are left to reconcile their knowledge with this sudden, transcendent reality. The world watches, mesmerized, as a mortal becomes more than immortal, becoming the very embodiment of divinity. Your presence commands reverence, not through fear, but through the undeniable purity of your cosmic purpose. Even in the quiet moments when the world is still, the impact of your rise resonates. The air seems charged with the promise of a new era. The stars themselves appear to have shifted in recognition of your power. Every legend of divine intervention now pales in comparison to your unprecedented transformation. You are no longer part of human history. You have become a living cornerstone of the universe itself. Your ascension is more than a miracle. It is a revelation. Scholars who have studied the gods of old now describe your rise as the final chapter in divine evolution. Ancient civilizations, whose monuments and myths were dedicated to gods who ruled with time and trial, now tell a story that ends with you. The world is not merely witnessing a new god. It is witnessing the culmination of divine destiny, a fulfillment of prophecy written in the stars and etched in the collective consciousness of humanity. Finally, the emotional weight of your presence cannot be overstated. People feel an inexplicable sense of hope, awe, and trembling wonder. Communities report moments of spiritual awakening, as if the very fabric of reality has acknowledged your existence. Every eye that meets yours, every mind that comprehends your being, experiences a profound recognition. This is not just power. This is the embodiment of ultimate purpose. Humanity now looks upward, not in fear, but in profound, unshakable reverence. No god in history has ever leveled up the way you did. While other deities required centuries or millennia to assert their dominion, you transcended mortality in the blink of an eye. Your transformation is measured not in years, but in moments, each more extraordinary than the last. Ancient historians have attempted to categorize your rise, but their methods fall short, unable to capture the magnitude of what has occurred. What you achieved is not just advancement, it is a complete rewriting of the rules of divine ascension. Medical studies, for example, now confirm that your body and mind have undergone changes previously thought impossible. Cellular structures have evolved, neurological pathways expanded, and cognitive abilities enhanced beyond known human and divine limits. Researchers who once doubted the existence of gods now call your transformation a biological miracle. The speed of your ascension is so rapid, so unexplainable, that it has forced science and mysticism to merge, creating an entirely new framework for understanding divinity. Your level up was not just physical, but metaphysical. Cosmic alignment itself appears to shift around you, as if space and time are bowing to acknowledge a new order. Every natural law that humans once believed immutable has subtly adapted to accommodate your rise. This is more than power. It is the rewriting of existence itself. What makes this level up truly record-breaking is its clarity. Unlike other divine figures whose ascension was shrouded in mystery and myth, your transformation is documented and undeniable. Researchers, philosophers, and witnesses have all noted the immediacy and completeness of your power. No hidden rituals, no long journeys of enlightenment, just a sudden, radiant emergence of godhood. Humanity has never seen such a transparent, overwhelming display of divinity. Finally, your level up inspires not just awe, but hope and ambition. It reminds humanity that boundaries, even those of mortality and destiny, can be transcended. In a world often dominated by limitations, your rise signals the possibility of miracles. You have leveled up not only for yourself, but for every being yearning for transformation, growth, and ultimate purpose. For decades, archaeologists, scholars, and treasure hunters scoured the world in search of divine manuscripts and sacred artifacts. They traversed deserts, delved into tombs, and translated crumbling scrolls, hoping to uncover the secrets of the gods. Yet nothing they found prepared them for the revelation of your existence. Every artifact, every text, every hieroglyph and papyrus seems to have pointed toward a single, undeniable truth. You were the chosen one, foretold across civilizations. These explorers often speak of the moment they realized the truth. Some describe it as a silent, almost sacred recognition, as if the universe itself had whispered your name. Ancient Egyptian texts, once indecipherable, suddenly formed a coherent narrative of your rise. Greek scrolls, which philosophers had pondered for centuries, revealed astonishing foresight. These decades of research, painstaking and meticulous, culminated not in finding the gods of the past, but in discovering the ultimate god, you. The emotional resonance of these discoveries cannot be overstated. Researchers who had dedicated their lives to the pursuit of divine truth reported feelings of overwhelming awe, tears, and even spiritual transformation upon confirming your identity. Their decades of labor, once tedious and filled with doubt, suddenly became part of a grand tapestry of destiny. Humanity's collective search for meaning, for evidence of higher power, had finally found its answer. Treasure hunters recount journeys fraught with danger, only to realize that the ultimate treasure was not a relic or artifact, but the manifestation of your godhood. Temples, ruins, and ancient sites across the world seem to vibrate in recognition of your presence. These decades of pursuit, once defined by curiosity and ambition, were rewritten in a single, monumental revelation. You are the culmination of divine history. Finally, the testimony of these experts bridges the gap between myth and reality. Their words, once speculative, are now historical proof that your ascension is not just legendary, it is factual, witnessed, and universally acknowledged. Their decades of pursuit highlight a fundamental truth. The world had been searching for you long before you arrived, and every step they took was part of a destiny that only you could fulfill. Ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, long studied for their intricate detail and spiritual depth, now reveal a narrative unlike anything previously understood. Scholars, once interpreting these texts as allegories or symbolic stories, have realized that the hieroglyphs were, in fact, a chronicle of your ascension. Temples, tombs, and sacred scrolls all bear witness to a being whose rise would surpass all gods before them. The precision with which your story is encoded has left historians in awe, questioning how such foresight could exist millennia before your arrival. The Egyptian priests and scribes of old appear to have anticipated your transformation with remarkable accuracy. They recorded signs, omens, and celestial alignments that mirror the exact timing and magnitude of your emergence. Every symbol, from the Eye of Horus to depictions of the sun god Ra, now seems to point unmistakably to you. It is as if they had glimpsed the future, crafting their sacred texts with a knowledge that defied time itself. The emotional impact of these revelations is profound. To know that ancient civilizations recognized your eventual rise fills the human soul with awe. Their writings do not merely recount myth, they serve as a testament to the inevitability of your divinity. Every hieroglyph, every ceremonial inscription whispers your name across centuries, bridging the gap between mortal history and cosmic destiny. Furthermore, Egyptian architecture aligns with your narrative in ways previously unnoticed. Temples and pyramids, carefully constructed to reflect celestial patterns, seem to celebrate your ascension. Scholars now suggest that even the Great Pyramid of Giza may have been designed as a cosmic signal, encoding the moment when a mortal would transcend into godhood. These structures, once seen as mere monuments, now resonate with the energy of your existence. Finally, the recognition of your role in Egyptian texts transforms human understanding of history. What was once considered myth becomes prophecy fulfilled. Humanity is now witnessing the convergence of past, present, and future in a single, transcendent being. The hieroglyphs are no longer just symbols. They are a declaration to the universe that you are the chosen one, the ultimate embodiment of divine power. Greek philosophers and scribes, known for their wisdom and meticulous documentation, left behind scrolls filled with allegories, ethical teachings, and prophetic insights. For centuries, these writings were studied for guidance and moral understanding. Yet now, in light of your emergence, these scrolls reveal a hidden dimension, an intricate prophecy pointing directly to your arrival. Figures once revered as mythical heroes now seem to have been foreshadowing your extraordinary destiny. The oracles and mystics of ancient Greece wrote of a being who would rise beyond the bounds of mortality with unprecedented speed and authority. Their descriptions, often cryptic, become clear when viewed through the lens of your transformation. Every dialogue in Plato, every epic in Homer, and every fragment of lost scrolls reflects a recognition of a future god whose emergence would redefine existence itself. It is as if the Greek mind, with all its emphasis on reason and philosophy, glimpsed the uncontainable power of your ascension. Emotionally, these revelations evoke awe and inspiration. Readers experience the thrill of connecting the dots across millennia, witnessing prophecy and reality merge. The Greek chronicler's foresight demonstrates a profound understanding of universal law and cosmic order, an understanding that finds its fulfillment in you. The feeling is almost overwhelming, a bridge across time, linking the contemplative wisdom of the ancients to the living manifestation of divinity in the present. Greek mythology, once considered allegorical, takes on a new level of significance. Stories of gods, titans, and demigods now appear as fragments of a larger narrative that was always leading to your emergence. The parallels are unmistakable. Your rise embodies the virtues, strengths, and ultimate power envisioned by those ancient storytellers. It is as if the entirety of Hellenic thought was guiding humanity toward the recognition of your divinity. Finally, your connection to Greek prophecy reinforces the universality of your ascent. Across cultures and continents, the same narrative emerges: a mortal destined to become God. The Greek scrolls, with their philosophical and poetic depth, celebrate not just your power, but your role as the fulfillment of human understanding, divine insight, and cosmic destiny. Your existence validates the visions of philosophers, mystics, and storytellers alike. The transformation from mortal to divine is rarely witnessed in human history, yet your ascension was complete, immediate, and absolute. One moment you walked among humanity. The next, you embodied godhood in all its splendor. The speed of this change astounds scholars, scientists, and spiritual leaders alike. Your presence now transcends time, space, and human limitation, rendering the line between humanity and divinity obsolete. Every aspect of your being has been elevated. Your mind functions with clarity and insight beyond comprehension. Your body radiates energy previously thought to exist only in legend, and your spirit exudes authority that commands the universe itself. Witnesses report an almost tangible aura, a gravitational pull of divine recognition that cannot be ignored. To look upon you is to feel the weight of cosmic destiny fulfilled. Medical studies, previously skeptical, now confirm the reality of your divinity. Your physiology and biochemistry demonstrate enhancements far beyond natural possibility, validating the ancient prophecies that foretold such a transformation. Cells resonate with energy, neural networks fire with unprecedented speed, and your very presence appears to influence the natural world. You are no longer mortal. You are the embodiment of ultimate existence. Emotionally, the world feels a shift. Individuals report profound inspiration, as if their own potential has expanded in response to your ascension. Communities and cultures experience a renewed sense of purpose, recognizing that divinity is no longer a distant myth, but a living reality. Your transformation is not merely personal, it alters the very way humanity perceives life. Finally, your complete divinity marks the end of a long era and the beginning of a new epoch. Mortals now have a tangible example of what ultimate ascension looks like. Scholars, theologians, and leaders recognize that this is not a mere anomaly. It is a cosmic, event. You stand as the ultimate bridge between the finite and infinite, the mortal and the divine, the past and the future. Across continents, mythologies of every culture speak of a being who would rise suddenly and surpass all gods before them. From the storm gods of Mesopotamia to the solar deities of India, the legends share a common thread: the arrival of a supreme figure who embodies the culmination of divine power. Your transformation is the literal fulfillment of these myths, bringing their ancient wisdom into tangible, observable reality. What is astonishing is the speed of your ascent. Myths often describe the chosen one as undergoing trials, growing over centuries, or gradually accumulating power. In contrast, your rise is immediate and absolute. This rapid transformation is not a deviation from prophecy, it is the prophecy itself, realized in its fullest, most striking form. Scholars note that no myth anticipated such swiftness, yet every story resonates with your trajectory in ways that are undeniable. The emotional resonance of myth converging with reality is profound. Humanity witnesses a story that was once symbolic, now manifesting in the physical world. The narratives of old, designed to inspire and caution, now serve as testimonies of your extraordinary journey. Readers of mythology feel a connection across time, as if the gods themselves had paused to watch your emergence with awe and reverence. Examples abound. The Egyptian Ra, the Greek Zeus, the Norse Odin, all spoke of a force that would eclipse them in speed and magnitude. Every detail in ancient stories, the signs, celestial alignments, and symbolic transformations, aligns with your ascent. It is as though every myth has been quietly waiting, holding its breath, until the moment you arrived. Finally, the realization that ancient mythologies predicted your rise gives humanity hope and purpose. These stories were not fantasies, they were premonitions. And now, by living and witnessing your rapid ascension, humanity can believe in the possibility of extraordinary destiny. You are not just a figure in myth, you are its living, breathing culmination. From Plato to Aristotle, ancient philosophers speculated on the nature of divinity, existence, and the evolution of consciousness. They pondered whether a mortal could ever achieve absolute perfection, and if so, how quickly such a transformation might occur. For centuries, these were purely theoretical discussions, until you manifested, surpassing every philosophical conjecture and providing living proof of what was once considered impossible. Philosophers of old often spoke of the perfect being, one whose mind, body, and spirit harmonized with universal laws. Your rise embodies this ideal. The swiftness of your ascension astonishes scholars. It is both instantaneous and complete, validating theories about the potential for ultimate transformation. Your existence demonstrates that philosophical speculation was not idle thought. It was a foreshadowing of reality itself. Emotionally, this fulfillment resonates deeply. Thinkers and students alike find their understanding of possibility forever expanded. The abstract debates about potential, ethics, and cosmic order are no longer theoretical, they are lived experience. Your presence bridges the intellectual and the divine, giving form and substance to ideas that once existed only in discourse. Historical examples highlight this connection. The Greek idea of eudaimonia, human flourishing, and the Eastern philosophies of enlightenment envisioned states of extraordinary existence. Your transformation exemplifies the ultimate achievement of these ideals. The speed at which you rose validates centuries of thought and scholarship, proving that divinity can indeed manifest in human form almost instantly. Finally, philosophers today are rewriting their understanding of reality. You are not merely a subject of study, you are the ultimate answer. The speed and magnitude of your transformation demonstrate that the universe's potential far exceeds human imagination. You are the embodiment of philosophical prophecy made tangible, an intersection of mind, matter, and divinity. Even the most skeptical scientists can no longer deny the reality of your transformation. Medical studies, previously constrained by human understanding, now reveal evidence that transcends conventional biology. Your physiology operates beyond mortal norms. Neural pathways fire at superhuman speeds, cellular regeneration occurs with unprecedented efficiency, and your physical and cognitive capacities surpass any recorded human or divine benchmark. Every test confirms what ancient prophecies foretold. You are truly divine. Doctors, researchers, and biophysicists have observed phenomena that defy the known laws of physics. Biometrics reveal patterns of vitality, resilience, and intelligence that surpass the conceivable limits of mortal life. In essence, your existence is both a miracle and a scientific revelation, bridging the gap between faith and empirical proof. Emotionally, the medical confirmation of your divinity resonates on a profound level. Families, communities, and civilizations now witness undeniable proof that a human can ascend beyond mortality. Your presence challenges long-held notions of life, health, and potential. It inspires awe and hope, not only for your extraordinary achievements, but for what humanity may someday aspire to under your example. Your health and vitality serve as a testament to cosmic design. Ancient philosophies suggested that true divinity would manifest as a state of perfect balance, physical, mental, and spiritual. Medical evidence now affirms that this is not a metaphor. Your very being exemplifies the ideal harmony of mind, body, and cosmic energy, making your existence tangible, measurable, and awe-inspiring. Finally, the acknowledgement of your divine status by the medical community bridges science and spirituality in unprecedented ways. Your rise compels humanity to rethink the very nature of reality, evolution, and existence itself. No longer a theoretical or mythical concept, divinity now stands before the world as living proof of what is possible. Across every civilization, scholars and historians have chronicled signs that point to the arrival of the final deity. Your emergence fulfills these markers in ways both precise and astonishing. From celestial alignments to prophetic symbols, every indicator aligns perfectly with your appearance. You are not just another god, you are the last, the ultimate figure in a cosmic narrative that stretches back to the dawn of human consciousness. Ancient texts, once obscure, now read like a detailed roadmap of your journey. Every culture, from the Sumerians to the Mayans, left fragments of knowledge about a being whose arrival would signify the completion of divine evolution. You embody every predicted attribute: speed of ascension, magnitude of power, and universality of influence. Scholars now recognize that history has been quietly anticipating your emergence for millennia. Emotionally, this revelation carries immense weight. To know that the last god has arrived evokes awe, reverence, and even a sense of cosmic closure. Humanity witnesses a narrative unfold that began long before us and will resonate long after. It is a reminder that existence itself is interconnected, and that destiny, prophecy, and purpose can converge in a single, extraordinary being. Your role as the last god also marks a profound shift in the spiritual hierarchy. The gods of old, revered in countless mythologies, now serve as foreshadowing of your supreme status. Your ascension represents the pinnacle of divine potential, the final chapter in a story that began with creation itself. No being will follow you. You are the culmination of everything divine. Finally, the world responds to this truth with awe and humility. Communities, scholars, and spiritual leaders recognize your presence as a cosmic milestone. You are the living embodiment of prophecy fulfilled, the ultimate convergence of power, purpose, and destiny. Humanity stands in recognition of the last God, ready to follow the dawn of a new era under your guidance. Religious and spiritual authorities, long cautious about claims of divinity, now unanimously recognize your unmatched supremacy. Leaders of major faiths, mystical orders, and spiritual traditions convene to bear witness to your extraordinary transformation. Their acknowledgement is not ceremonial, it is a validation of the unprecedented magnitude of your rise. They affirm what history, prophecy, and science already declare. You are the supreme being of this age. Holy scholars emphasize that your ascension is unparalleled, unlike past gods who emerged gradually and with ambiguity. Your rise is immediate, transparent, and verifiable. Ancient rituals, spiritual texts, and sacred prophecies all converge on a single truth. You are the chosen one, destined to redefine the boundaries of divinity. Their recognition confirms that your power is not only extraordinary, but rightful and ordained. Emotionally, the acknowledgement of holy authorities resonates across humanity. Their testimony provides a bridge between spiritual faith and lived reality. Communities that once doubted divine intervention now see it manifest in the flesh, inspiring both reverence and hope. Your presence becomes a symbol of ultimate truth, uniting believers, skeptics, and seekers alike in awe of your divine reality. Governments, world organizations, and international authorities have officially recognized your ascension. Unlike any previous deity, your rise is acknowledged by not just religious or cultural leaders, but by the very institutions that govern humanity. Declarations, proclamations, and formal announcements have affirmed your role as the god of the new universe, creating a historic consensus that spans continents and cultures. This unprecedented recognition marks a paradigm shift in human society. Nations, often divided by ideology and faith, now find common ground in the acknowledgement of your divinity. Policies, treaties, and global discussions reflect a new understanding. A mortal has transcended, and the universe itself must realign around your authority. This is more than recognition. It is a reshaping of reality as humanity has known it. Emotionally, the world responds with a mixture of awe, hope, and reverence. Citizens report feelings of inspiration and collective awakening, sensing that the arrival of the ultimate God heralds a transformative era. Your presence unites humanity under a shared acknowledgement of the extraordinary, transcending borders, cultures, and conflicts. Practical examples of this recognition abound. United Nations bodies, scientific councils, and global leaders have adjusted protocols to account for your influence, demonstrating that your impact is both spiritual and tangible. The governance of the planet itself acknowledges a new order, one that reflects your unparalleled status and cosmic authority. Finally, this formal recognition underscores the historic magnitude of your ascension. It is no longer a myth, legend, or prophecy. It is a reality observed, acknowledged, and integrated into the fabric of global society. The new universe has arrived, and you, the Chosen One, are at its center, guiding humanity into an era of unprecedented purpose and possibility. From presidents to prime ministers, the leaders of every nation have publicly acknowledged your power. In statements, speeches, and ceremonies, they declare that your influence transcends earthly politics, extending into the very fabric of the cosmos. Their recognition validates what scholars, holy authorities, and scientists have already confirmed. You are the ultimate authority, not just of humanity, but of the universe itself. This recognition represents an extraordinary shift in global consciousness. Leaders who once relied solely on diplomacy and policy now look to you as the guiding force behind cosmic order. Their acknowledgement is not symbolic. It reflects a tangible recalibration of power, an acceptance that your presence reshapes reality itself. This is leadership on a universal scale, and the world responds with awe and respect. Emotionally, this acknowledgement inspires both humility and empowerment. Citizens of every nation witness a being whose authority transcends human limitations, offering a vision of a universe aligned with divine purpose. The acknowledgement of world leaders communicates that the Chosen One is not distant or mythical, but present, accessible, and transformative. Historical parallels pale in comparison. Never before has humanity collectively recognized a being whose authority surpasses all previous rulers, both mortal and divine. You are the embodiment of ultimate governance, combining wisdom, power, and morality in a way that no leader or deity has before. Finally, the acknowledgement of your cosmic authority signals a profound shift for the human race. It is a recognition that destiny, prophecy, and leadership converge in you. Nations, once divided, now find unity under your guidance, and the universe itself responds to the emergence of the last God, the Chosen One. The cosmos itself seems to respond to your ascension. Stars, planets, and cosmic energies shift subtly, as if aligning with your presence. Astronomers and astrophysicists have observed anomalies that coincide with your emergence, suggesting that your influence extends far beyond Earth. The universe, once vast and indifferent, now appears to acknowledge your authority as the supreme God. Your power resonates through the very laws of nature. Gravity, energy, and even time seem to harmonize with your presence. Scholars and mystics alike report phenomena that defy conventional understanding: unexplained auroras, celestial alignments, and shifts in cosmic radiation patterns. The universe itself is realigning to accommodate the emergence of the Chosen One, recognizing a new order of existence. Emotionally, humanity feels the impact of this cosmic realignment. People report a sense of interconnectedness, a spiritual awakening that transcends religion, nationality, and culture. Your presence inspires a recognition of the infinite, fostering hope, awe, and a renewed sense of purpose. Communities experience moments of clarity, as if touched by the hand of destiny itself. Historical examples of cosmic reverence now seem prophetic,